Third time lucky. Oh, when you're telling stories to camera and then the first one, the volume isn't switched on because you disabled it the other day because you were recording something else. And then as I moved the camera onto my lap, I turned it off unwittingly until I discovered that, anyway, I discovered that I'd done that. And part of me is like, I can't be bothered. I've got... But what I have been doing is giving a little tour. I'm letting people know that I have been working up. I'm going into sort of live playing again, solo artist, next March. And these are a lot of the songs that I'm working up again. They're old and new. Some that I've released recently. And ones from far-flung days of yore. Warfare. Cheers, everybody. Happy January. Got to send some love out to the people in LA and the whole story that's going on there. So I hope you just get loads of moisture and all those fires get put out, because it's devastating and I can't even go get there with imagining how devastating it must be for people to lose their life's investment in the physical world of things. And as Steve Vai says, you know, something brings it home that it's not all about things, obviously. You know, life's much more than things, you know. Bless them. And, you know, there's a bit of a pattern. Lahaina had the same in Hawaii, didn't get as much news. Acapulco. These are like, it's all prime real estate in the world. LA, Hawaii, Acapulco. They've all been like devastated in the last year, 2 years, you know, year and a half. And I'm just reminding myself as much as anyone, stay prayerful and loving. And chatting with my brother, and Dunk was just saying, we've got to hold the vibe, man. Wholeheartedly agree, you know, that what the power lies with holding a good vibe and putting good vibes out there. And sometimes it can be so devastatingly undoing, you know, just sit you on your ass and just depressing. You can just feel like, what's the point? And the point is to hold the vibe, keep the love. And, you know, my way of doing that is through the music. And carry on. Get Back on Your Horse was the song that's come up recently. It was one of the last tunes we were going to do as Nature is Noisy. And it's sort of resurrected from, 13, 14, 15 years ago or something. I wrote that. And I've got a couple of performances of me out in the living room playing it. And the other day I just got a mic out, and because I went to see an old friend, Jono, and we had a winter project in 2011 called Mannequin. Manna and Kin. Manna and Kin. So, Manna being the very stuff of life, the essence of life, and Kin being family, as well as, you know, the mannequin, like the shop dummy that you hang stuff on. Just any road, diversifying there, digressing, that one. So, and I went just before I went to cycle to go and see him, I dug out some old recordings, and one of them was Get Back on Your Horse. And so I recorded it and videoed it at the same time and whacked that out there. But I am re-recording it. I think I've got to look at it, how far along, because I don't think that's too far away. But I will. That would be the next one for release, I think. It is a bit of an update. I have been releasing, some of you may know, fair few tunes onto Spotify. 1, 2, 3, 4 was released early December. The animated video has been a massive learning curve for me. I'm doing text animation, and there are several shorts out there to whet the appetite. WHET, whet the appetite. If anyone fancies a bit of that, cartoons. Yeah, that should be out really soon. I've actually rendered out the first cut, and I've got to go through and make a few adjustments. It shouldn't be too long. 2 Nature is Noisy songs that I wrote, Chug and In It Wittering, are coming out this week. As I was higgledy-piggledying with my relationship with TuneCore, which is our aggregator and distributor of music onto digital platforms. It's all been a huge learning curve for me the last few years, ably helped by my old buddy Michael Hamby from Nature is Noisy. And Mike's got a good brain for that stuff, and put our heads together and managed to get ourselves on the PRS, MCPS, blah blah blah, and get the Spotify up and running. But now, as a solo artist, because Nature is Noisy no longer together, the tunes that I've written for Nature is Noisy are now sitting on my Cameron Patrick Scott channel. There's a little bit more traffic on there, because we only released 3 songs as Nature is Noisy. I've got plenty more stuff that due for release over the next year or two, when I've got the energy and focus to do that. But there's some good, got a lot of music sitting there. But right now I'm focused because I've got 2 or 3 shows in March. One at the Rifleman's on the 1st of March at Rifes for Dastonbury Calling. The band's all over town on that day. 23rd of March at the King Arthur on the Sunday, doing the show there. Purported waiting to have a date confirmed for the White Hart in Wales, and I will probably get in touch with Tim at the Cider Barn. So that'd be a nice little local tour. So I'm trying to. I've been noticing. I've had a bit of a wounded. On a football pitch many years ago, I fell over someone's shoulder and planted full onto the thumb and mashed up that joint here, and it gets sore on the guitar, so I have to be really aware and gentle with myself there, and constantly moving and massaging and keeping supple and resting. But I come off my bike 3 times in the last year. This is the 3rd time making this video. I don't think I've said all this on this one yet. So apologies if I had, but I come up once on the ice, once on the steep turn down and into Pilton Village, and then coming back from the Frost Fair a few weeks ago in the dark, muddy roads, flooded roads, and each time I come out on the left, planted on the left wrist, and it's really, been sore. So, but it's interesting because the original injury was plastered up here. I went into hospital and they were going to operate on it, and they didn't, and they put me in a plaster. But I wrote this song, What Gifts, and I could hold a chord with a plaster on that one, but I learned to pick with all 5 and wrote this tune and rediscovered it today, and it's called What Gifts. And the first verse, I think, what gifts are these? Remind me. Recognition of passion. Be touched. Feel. Healing. Love. Unconditional. Forever balancing. Eternal. Returning. Second verse. Over a hill, far away, I'll be back another day. And when I do, I'll be here to stay until tomorrow. Then over a hill and far away. How far is away? Is it home there? Here? All alone? At one? There you go. So I picked that up again today. So in amongst all the tunes, yeah. And what's the other thing? Was it? Oh yeah, just like holding the vibe, keeping the love, doing the thing that we love has been a great gift to the world. And then I am reading out from Damien Keys 1 on Instagram, how to support real music. Number 1, pre-save songs. This helps the platforms know that the song is in demand and can help the first week's boost when the song's been released. So it's really helpful for peeps who like our music. I mean, we independent artists that need all the support we can get to have the music out there. That's the first thing one could do. 2, add songs to your own playlists. Keep us current and playing. 3, attend live shows. This is where artists make the bulk of their income. 4, engage with content. Watch it all the way through and leave a comment and share. Subscribe. This helps the platform know it's important to push it out further so more people hear it. Rather than just all the Rolling Stones have had a lot of support in the last few years. So let's share some of that with other people as well. Buy merch. Make it first. I haven't got any yet. But that will be coming. Well, I do have merch. My merch would be... No, I don't. No, but I will have. I was just thinking it's all out on digital platforms at the moment. So physical copies of T-shirts, badges, stickers and CDs is something that are in the plan. Right, buy merch. Income from streaming is way lower than it should be, so merch is essential in 2025. 6, share the music as much as you can. Tell your friends. And 7, just enjoy it and make a genuine connection with the artist to become a long-term fan. It just feels so good when people engage and genuinely like, and just a comment from someone as far away in Australia going, really loved your video, mate, loved your song. It's really heartening. So yeah, great. All right, well that'll do. I'm going to get back on now, get back on the horse. Love to all the people in LA, and just blessings of moisture upon that place, and quelling the fires, and hold the vibe, people. Keep the love, and let's do the best we can. God bless.